welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, I was helping out all the elves here, and we did a ton of quests. A lot of them are repeatable, as you can see. There's, I believe, 580 the elves quests that have already done, and you can do them, I think, every couple of hours. I'm gonna try not to repeat them. The only thing that's left in this camp is the poaching quest, but I think I'm finally ready to move on to Caras Galadhon. So, well, actually, let me come up here, which I still believe is on the outskirts of the main city. So, let me start making my way over there. Let me see what the best way will be. Yeah, let me go south and then I'll head east from there. I need to cross the river first. And really, I guess I could have taken a pony over here, or whatever. I have to cross down here as well. So you do have to have friends standing in order to pass through here, as you know by now. I like the bluish, yellowish tinge that you get in this area. It really does help make it feel a little bit more magical, as it should in a ancient elven area such as this. See some buildings up ahead. Good times. This should be a cool quest, because apparently Milwyn is going to tell me a lot of history about this area. So I believe that's going to be Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel. Gonna have to do a drop off here, that's fine. Try not to break my legs. I was unsuccessful, as you have witnessed by that crunching sound of my poor horse's joints. Right, perfect. So here's Milwyn.
Welcome to Carin Amroth. Few only have had the joy of seeing this place.
Welcome to Carin Amroth, Kippen. Few only have had the joy of seeing it in these fading times. Its beauty a remnant only of the majesty it once held. For on this Mount Amroth, Lord of Lothlórien built his house in the days before his love was lost, and he himself vanished from Middle-earth. It is said that when the south wind blows upon the hill, if you listen for the sound of gulls, you might hear still Amroth calling for his lost love Nimrodel, but she never came back. Milwyn pauses for a moment, but with a light laughs, she recovers herself. Do not look sad, Kippen. Carin Amroth should be a reminder of happier days. Walk upon the grass and be joyful. Your sorrows will not follow you here.
A moment, friend, before you go.
Before you go, Kippen, you should know that you are not the only hobbit that has come to Lorien in recent days. In fact, I understand that you are known to these hobbits and their friends, and all will be pleased to see you. Frodo Baggins is resting with some members of his company on the crest of the hill. I do not know what errand has brought them to the Golden Wood, or if you would be entrusted with knowledge of it, but I am sure that they will be pleased to see you. So here we go, we're gonna be reuniting with the Fellowship. Frodo Baggins, at least, is taking a respite here in Lothlórien. You know, one of my favorite scenes from the Fellowship of the Ring is immediately after Moria when they do make it to— and they're all having a very peaceful rest, and it's just a I don't know, I like how the scene was done. It creates a very good mood. Especially the extended version of the film. I think the theatrical cut, it really didn't set up everything appropriately. But if you watch the extended edition of The Fellowship of the Ring, there's a great scene in Lothlórien. So there's going to be a lot of quests to do here. Cairn Emroth. So it's this beautiful hill here, of course, for Lord Amroth, and then I guess this tree is going to pile up at the center of it. Well, let me start picking up some quests.
Tarry a moment and speak with me.
Megavanen, Warden. I am Melendathor, one of the wardens of the revered woodlands of Cairn Emroth. I and my fellows have accepted the solemn charge of custodianship. We ensure that the forests are not thrown out of balance. A problem has come to my attention within the last few decades. A particular birch, the Malborith, the Malberthil, has not been seen yet often in the days past, and when it is sighted, the saplings seem spindly and overly delicate. I want you to find and examine some of these saplings, if you would, that we might determine the cause of their malady. I would suggest heading east, then northeast once you are past the low white cliff.
Greetings. If you have a moment, I have need of your assistance.
Megavanen, friend, I am Menasil. How fare you, and whither go you? I am here to gather some of the Eleanor that grows so brightly upon this hill. An extract of juice from its stem and heart make a marvelous golden yellow color. The creation of pigments and paints is an art unto itself, nearly as engaging as the uses to which I and my fellow artists put them. Unfortunately, it is time-consuming. Unless, if you had some time to aid me, it would be most appreciated. You had not the knowledge of refining the raw ingredients, but you could help gather them. Stark white chalk can be pried out of the soft white rocks all along the rock face north of here. Berries from some of the local plant life provide the base for a vibrant red dye. These bushes grow in relative abundance in the forest west of Cairn Emroth. Alright, let's see what else we have here. There is Mr. Frodo Baggins himself. Pippin is sleeping in our pavilion in Caras Galadhon. And I'm assuming that is Samwise Gamgee. It is indeed our friends the Hobbits once more. And there's some dread accompanying Frodo, of course, because he is carrying the One Ring with him.
We have come such a long way, haven't we?
Kippen, when Millen told me another Hobbit had come to Lothlórien, I had no idea it would be you. We have come such a long way from the Shire, haven't we? There's still a long way to go, but here in Lothlórien, I have found it difficult to worry too much about the road ahead. You have to tell Sam and me what has happened since we parted. It feels like a lifetime has passed since leaving Rivendell, and several at least since last we saw Bag End. But Sam does not seem as surprised to see you as I am, Kippen. You haven't become the chief conspirator of another conspiracy, have you, Sam?
Hello there.
Hello there, Kippen. Me, a conspirator? It's not like that at all, Mr. Frodo. And you know I'm not out for the keeping of secrets despite your teasing. It's just that so many queer things have happened to us already, and this place being so elvish and all, I've just about given up on being surprised when something out of the ordinary happens. And here comes Kippen out of the woods, walking big as you please. These elves have never had so many hobbit visitors before, I imagine, and it seems to me they find us as funny as we find them. You should find Mr. Merry somewhere around the hill, Kippen. I know he'll be pleased as punch to see you. He's taking one of his walks, and maybe resting in one of the private gardens along the perimeter now. Alright. First of all, I do want to come up here and just kind of take a look at the view and see if there's anything else up here. So, there's a few barterers. Let me see what they have. Abroad? Looks like some housing items, some potions, kind of useless. Not interested.
Servants of the enemy cannot pass the bounds of Lorien.
Okay. And I believe this is Legolas. Legolas and Gimli the Dwarf. I would rather be below the ground than so far above it. Classic Gimli. Can't really see much as far as a view because of all the canopy, but I love being able to come up here at the top of the trees. It's just so much fun. How cool would it be to actually have one of these things in real life? I'd hang out up here all the time.
Welcome to the Golden Wood. May we speak?
May your path be ever starlit, friend. Welcome to Cairn Emroth. Do you not find the beauty of this place inspiring? Your pardon? I am Thavronwi, a statue carver from Caras Galadhon. I'm here to listen to the trees and try to translate their lovely whispers into shapes that will last. Have you time to spare? I must build a stockpile of wood and stone to work with. If you wish to help, you might fetch me some. Head east into the forest and then northeast, a ways to the grove of Carin Brethil. There you will find birch wood, which can be gathered. Workable stone can be readily found in Gwozrot, well to the east of here and on the banks of the Anduin. Alright. And this elf here.
Welcome to the Golden Wood. May we speak?
My name is Tweedlin. What are you called? Kippen? The name is familiar. Are you a friend to Aragorn, son of Arathorn? Ah, yes. You helped reforge Narsil from its shards. It is a pleasure and an honor to make your acquaintance. I remember when all of us here at Carin Imroth once greatly doubted his fitness to court our sweet Undomil. This is another name for Arwen, by the way. But I am sure you know the tale of their romance. What? You do not? I suppose with Elisar being as close as he is, it is not all that surprising. Nevertheless, if you are interested, you should certainly learn of the tale, as it is sweet indeed. Oh, not from me. I have only pieces of it myself. I shall, however, send you to those from whom I learned the rest. Penaseth, known as the Keeper of Stories, has befriended one of the visiting hobbits along the path towards the city. Nerys, called the Guardian of Lore, can usually be found in the clearing east of here in Geldor, with his friend Sendinil. Melubrinil, currently visiting the lovely garden of Santhurin, south of here, helped care for Arwen Undomil when she was young. Great, so we're going to get a lot of lore here in this season. We really get to soak up all the wisdom of the elves. Alright, let me see. I don't really see any other quest rings immediately around here. So let me go... I don't know, which way do I want to go? Let's go down here. Might as well. We'll go talk to Mary. Alright. Pippin said he was going to take a nap. This is such a restful place. Alright, Mr. Mary, looking fresh.
I did not think to run into you here. I can tell you that.
Well, hello there, Kippen. I have to admit, I did not think to run into you here in Lorien. You're on the wrong side of the mountains, aren't you? Aren't we all? Mary's face lights up as he laughs long and loudly. Pippin is around here somewhere, taking a nap, I believe. No, I wouldn't wake him. We'll all have plenty of time to catch up, I imagine. Lothlórien is so peaceful. It's hard to remember how hard our road will be. It has been. I wonder if you might track down Boromir. He doesn't seem to be having as good a time down here as the rest of us. I think he's impatient to get going again. But maybe seeing you again will cheer him up. I last saw him on the northwest outskirts of the great clearing from which Carin Imroth rises. So we know that Boromir at this point in the story is struggling with some internal conflicts about what to do in regards to the One Ring. He has always thought it best that perhaps Gondor should take the ring and use it against Mordor and against Sauron. But of course this goes against the mission that Elrond has set forth and that everybody at the Council of Elrond decided that is best, and that is to destroy the One Ring. So this is the point in the story in which he's really debating whether he should take the ring for himself.
Hail! What brings you to Lorien?
Gladly, I will share with you what I know of the tale of Aragorn and my dear little Arwen. Aragorn, called Elisar, after the green elfstone given to him by the Lady Galadhon herself, was just shy of his 50th year, still a brash youngling. He was weary, having been long fighting and traveling throughout many kingdoms, and had stopped in Lorien on his way back to Rivendell from the borders of the Black Land of Mordor. The Lady of the Golden Wood insisted that he cast off his ragged traveling apparel and be dressed in silver, white, and elven grey, such that he appeared almost more than a man. Nearer to an elf lord from the Isles of the West, tall and stern. By the way, when she says that Aragorn was young when he was 50, you have to remember that he's a Dunedain, and they are blessed with the gift of long life, so they can live much longer lives than regular men. At that moment, Arwen Undomil, the Lady of Elmadris, saw him again for the first time in nearly 30 years. At that moment, indeed, was her choice made. to follow, await, love, protect, and honor Elisar, and share with him the doom of men. And by the doom of men, we mean immortality, because the elves are of course immortal unless they choose to give that up, and love immortal. They had but a brief season to wander together through the woods and the glades of Lothlórien. The hill of Cairn Imroth was their most particularly beloved place. That is where they wandered barefoot through the blossoms of Nifredil and Eleanor. And it is where it was there that they finally plighted their troth and sealed their fate. Interesting. Alright, let's see where we're at here. Let me go over to the east. Again, I know I've mentioned this already, but I just love all the open space in this map. Just getting to wander through the forest. It's perfect. It's exactly what I would expect from Lothlórien. Don't you just love that glow? It's so peaceful. Whoever did the glow here for Lothlórien could be an Instagram king or queen with their filters. Very good filter here.
What news from abroad?
Man, that is a beast of a paragraph, but we'll get through it. Megavanen, I'm Neris, the keeper of histories of the Galadhon. I have memorized the lays and poems, the lineages and heraldry, and the great martial and political deeds of our people. How may I be of service? Ah, I see, a tale of recent days then. I have read a tale recorded by Elrond Helfheaven of the solemn discourses he held with the son of Arathorn, 15th chieftain of the Dunedain. The Lord of Imladris had read the heart of Aragorn and seen the newborn love there for Arwen Undomiel. He told Aragorn of the great doom that awaited him. Either he would rise above all his lineage since the days of Elendil the Tall, father of Isildur, or he would plunge into darkness with all the remnants of his kin. Also, in that many years of trial that lay before him, he would neither take wife nor bind a woman's troth to himself until he should be found worthy of doing so. Elrond further warned Aragorn that the Evenstar of her people was too far above him, and he too young for her. He explained how the long life and youth of the Eldar were hers while her father stayed here, and that she would be able to follow him into the west when he should go. Were she to choose to bind herself to a mortal, her doom would be bleak, her life shortened. She would never marry a mortal, unless he was king of both Arnor and Gondor. The next day, Aragorn, son of Arathorn, took his leave of his mother, Gilran, and left the last homely house to go forth into the wilds. He was soon, however, seen once more here in Lothlórien. In an abiding sorrow and grief to many of us, that young Arwen Undomiel would not come with us when we go. Now I tire. Hold this tale close to your heart, consider it, learn from it. Farewell, patient hobbit. Alright. Man, I can't get enough of that glow. It just looks so nice. Look how peaceful it looks. It's a beautiful map, really. Alright, anyways. Let's get back to the questing. What am I doing? Gathering birch wood and some stone. I guess there's going to be a lot of really cool ruins to explore here, and that's going to make a fun deed episode in the finale of the season. Getting to look at all these landmarks and all these elves just relaxing. Go ahead and take some ilex branches since they're right here. Got a sapling here. The sapling's boughs are drooping and its bark looks brittle. The sapling's boughs are drooping and the bark looks brittle. Alright, let me... There should still be some saplings here. There's another one. Alright, so I guess the text is going to be the same for all of these. I think there's going to be one more sapling this way, it looks like. That's all of them. Let me head to the south here. I think probably what I'll do is go all the way down here and do that hunt. So let me pop this right here. That way we can get that hunting quest out of the way. Or poaching, I suppose, is a more appropriate term. Hunting implies some degree of legality. Plenty of stone here for chalk. Really? I got aggroed? That has not happened in quite a long time. And here's the Anduin. I think that's the first time we're seeing the Anduin. Very famous river in Middle-earth. Let's go dip our hobbit toes in the Anduin. Sweet. Now what I'm really excited about is going down the Anduin and seeing the Argonath. We'll get there eventually, no worries. Quite a majestic river. And you can look at the map and see just how big it really is. All the way up there, and it keeps going. So, anyways. Let me head to the south. Let's go do that hunting quest. We'll follow the banks of the river here. Am I going the right way? I am. Should be fine. About 650 meters, not too bad. Sure does feel nice to finally be out of the dungeons of Moria. I appreciate it more with each episode that I am out. Moria's fun, but sunlight's also nice. Anduin lizard. There are some quests here. Let's see. Yeah, again, I'm gonna leave this place more towards the end of the season, I suppose. Need to find the Horned Woodlord. Wherever he may be. Is that him? Yes, it is. Alright. You know what? Let's do... Go ahead and do an ambush. Got it. Alright, so I got the antlers. Let me take a look at them in the inventory. Not actually there. That's fine. And I think at this point I will teleport back to turn in this quest, and then we'll continue with some of the other ones that we have. Alright.
What do you need?
You have hunted the Horned Woodlord, Kippen? Let me see those antlers. Asmund's face falls as he examines them. These are not as impressive as I was expecting, Kippen. I had thought after all these stories that they would be bigger. If I had known. What's done is done, I suppose. I promised you a reward, and you shall have it. Though I am filled with regret, I had not expected. Alright. So that animal died for nothing. Kinda sad. Minus 700 reputation on that. And I got a title. Poacher of the Protected Woods. That's kind of disgraceful. That's alright. And as you can see, this quest is gone forever. I'll never be able to do it. So, kind of unfortunate for the completionist in me, but, you know, can't do something if the game mechanically does not allow you to. So let me pull up my quest log, make sure I got everything I need. Alright, let me do that on there, and then the epic. Okay, sweet. And let me take a swift travel, hopefully.
Greetings to you.
The question is, what are all these places called? I don't even know. Carin Emroth, that's right. Why can't I swift travel? Completed the deed, Defender of Lothlórien. What does that deed entail? Do we know? I haven't opened it up yet, so I don't know what the criteria is for that. That's alright, we'll do this. You know what? It's almost 30 minutes, so instead of having you guys ride all the way down there with me, we'll just go ahead and call it an episode, and then I will see you in the next one back at Carin Emroth. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.